I'm Ashley, and I'm wondering what is significant about the Green Party compared to other political parties?
Oh, very good question. You know, very often the Green Party is accused of being a one-issue party, and there is nothing farthest from the truth. But where that comes from is because at the beginning, the Green Party said, you know, all of our policies have to work together. If we're going to have policies for health or policies for the economy, they also have to be good for the environment. Because if they are not, then our policies are not going to work. If something is good for the economy, but it's destroying the environment, it's short term. So what makes green policies different is that they're always long term. We always take the long term view, saying, how will that affect the children later on? What will happen in 20 years if we do that? And we make sure that all of our policies support one another. So what's good for the economy has to not destroy your health, has to not destroy the potential of the kids in 20 years to make a living. Does that make sense to you? And the reason we're able to do that, and other parties are not, is that we do not accept large donations from corporations, from big unions. So we're free to make policies that really work for people and for communities.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Great question. Excellent.
Next.
I never get asked that. I never get a chance to explain that.
No.
You know?
And
you got 30 seconds, right? Yeah.
And I like it when you tell them that most of these policies are in place somewhere.
Yes.
They've been tried, tested, and true, right? So.
Absolutely, they work.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say my name?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Cole, and I was wondering what you would do about the rising cost of housing.
We would take 1% of provincial revenues and put it into affordable green housing. Now, 1% of provincial revenues is $340 million a year. That's a lot of money. And we call it the 1% solution. The reason we would do that is because poverty is the #1 cause of sickness. So if you make sure that people who are disabled or who are addicted to substances or who are mentally unhealthy have a place to live, you make sure that you have access to these people and you can then work on solving the other problems. There are also a lot of working poor who no longer have access to housing. You know, they're living on friends' couches or whatever. And this is unhealthy in many, many ways. So by building green, affordable houses that have solar panels, that have wind energy, that have renewable energy, we are also boosting up the construction industry and helping people on learning all of these new techniques. So that we have to solve it. It's getting worse and worse, and unless it's really addressed in a comprehensive manner, it's only going to get worse.
Thank you.
Does that make sense to you? You've obviously thought of it, and you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great question.
We're from Global Ed, and we want to go.